Hello, good morning, guys. It's Delcina and Louie. I need to find somebody who can do grooming for right now. My poor dog is jacked up. He needs some work. His hair is growing so long, and I tried cutting it, but I can't do it. It's just horrible. So I can tag friends. Ooh, let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. I'm gonna get some of you guys involved in here in these workouts. I know you wanted to try them out. I call these the workouts for the rest of us. The folks who, we can't do all that hard charging workout, but you can do something. And if you've been sitting on the floor or on the couch or watching Netflix and not been involved too much in doing your workout, then this is a great way to get started. You can, of course, advance it as much as you want to, and I will try to show variations in the different moves so that you can, take it a step down or you can take it a step up. I've been told or given a request that I should give a variation for the tricep dip. That was a really hard exercise the last time I did it, especially if you're starting and you're a beginner. So we're going to use something a little different today. Hey Renee, thanks for watching. So we're going to get started. I see it's 8:31, waiting for a few people to get in here. Go away, Louie, go away. No more treats for you. And I'm gonna be using my watch timer to make sure we get enough of the repetitions going on the exercises. We should be doing all the exercises for about 1 minute each. And feel free to use these later on in the week or do them again later or ask your friends to join us. These exercises are for people who may or may not have full mobility strength or who may, have been weakened or have joint issues and problems. You can't use a lot of heavy weights. You can't sometimes even getting on the ground and doing push-ups is a real challenge. So using a nice, easy chair is a good way to get yourself up off the ground and get some of those workouts going, okay? I'm gonna take my glasses off here because I only need them to read closely. And if you have some modified weights, I'm gonna use my cans of black beans. I love to make Cuban-style black beans and white rice. So good. Nobody will tell me I can't eat rice if I wanna lose weight. That's right, I can eat whatever I want. I just got to make some adjustments, right? Okay, so let's start our workout. We're gonna start off with the walking in place. I'm gonna set this timer for 1 minute. Make sure that you get permission from your doctor, your medical professional, that it's okay for you to exercise. No matter how good something looks that somebody else is doing, it may or may not work for you. That's how individualized fitness needs to be. And we're just gonna be walking in place, and as we're doing that, we're gonna do open arm stretch. Open the arms, stretch it out, opening up the chest, and bringing it back together. Open and close. Good, just like that. Now, you may notice that as I'm doing this, one of my shoulders I had surgery on it, the other one has a rotator cuff torn it, and sometimes after a little while, because it lost muscle, it just kind of drops down, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. None of us are perfect, and that's what this workout for. This workout is for the non-perfect people, like me. If you're trying to struggle to a certain goal, by my birthday in September, I want to lose about 3 to 5% body fat. So maybe you can join me on this journey. And the time is down. Just keep it moving, moving, moving. I'd like to throw a little salsa vente in there. Always like to dance. That's the end of our time. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. Slow it down. Get to your chair. Make sure it's a nice sturdy chair. The old chairs seem to be the best. Good solid wood, everything. We're gonna use this chair for our first workout. Oh wait, my bad. We have a couple more stretches to do. Sorry. I just got caught up in my dancing. All right, so the first stretch is a curtsy lean. This is a really great stretch for the side of your lats. You're gonna take your left leg, Place it behind you. And remember when your days used to curtsy, come up on your toes in the back knee heel, back toe, curtsy. That puts some weight on your leg and your calf. Take your left arm and reach it overhead. Whew. Whenever you're doing a stretch, you want to try to think about relaxing in the stretch. Now this stretch is a bit of a balance and resistance and a stretch at the same time. Bring it back together. And the other side, put that leg behind, come up on the toe, curtsy, and lean over. Use that chair if you have to for control or to keep you balanced. All right? Whew. And then take it over. All right, we're going to do a chest stretch, shoulder stretch. This one, I like to lean on the chair, pull all the way back through the hips and drop the head all the way down. So this is how this looks on the side. I like that I can move this chair. Drop your shoulders down or drop your head in between your shoulders. Stick the buttocks out. Try to keep the abs from bulging out. It's a good, full, deep stretch for the shoulders. And the hamstrings too, if you realize it. Come back up. Whew. And now we're going to do a heel stretch. Take your heel to the back. Make sure your heel is on the ground, fully on the ground, because you want to get a stretch as you lean forward in a slight bend in the front of your knee and feel the stretching in the back of the calf. Switch sides. Same thing, heel all the way down. If you need to take a wider stance, that's fine. Just take it back there and lean forward till you start to feel a stretch in the back of that calf muscle. When those muscles are tight, all the muscles of the back of the leg, when they become tight, especially from sitting for a long time or not getting used, I wish Louis would stop photobombing me. It makes it difficult to walk and to run and to jog. Come back up. There we go. One more for the quads. You definitely need your chair here if you haven't been doing this for a while because you got to balance. Bring your heel up to your butt as far as you can and keep the knee parallel to the other knee. Ow. Do it on this side. Woo. Now this whole workout shouldn't last any more than about 15-20 minutes max, okay? So we bring our chair back. Our first exercise is going to be to do a leg extension. Yes, leg extensions, the ones you see in the gym. Now, the easiest way is to sit all the way back in your chair and just lift the leg up and bring it back down. That's a very, very basic. Lift up and bring it back down. Even from sitting all the way back, you can lift up, squeeze the muscles on the top of your thigh, which is what I want you to do. Contract. You want to flex it and bring it back down. Flex it and bring it back down. Or what I prefer, you're going to give yourself a little challenge, come to the front of the movement. Okay, front of the chair, just a small part of your butt on top of the chair. Lift the leg up first, extend out, and then squeeze. So we're going to do that for 1 minute on each leg. Seems a little easy at first, but that minute seems to go forever once your muscles get tired. Woo. Squeeze, and it's only 1 minute. So we don't have any resistance theoretically, but you do. You have the force of gravity pushing down on your leg, and you're keeping that hip up. Your hip is going to be sore. Tell you that right now. We got 30 seconds left on this leg. Woo. Squeeze. Make sure you try to keep it elevated off of the chair. If you can't, that's okay. Sit firmly on the chair and just extend the leg out. That works just fine. It's time over tension, doing something for a period of time where the muscles exhaust. Okay, and we're going to switch. Oh, I feel that in this hip. Pick up that leg, other leg, and do the same. Setting our timer, make sure we're on time. Squeezing, squeeze inside. Squeeze in, squeeze. Do not throw the leg out like that. You will hurt your knee, and this is about not having joint pain. This is about getting the muscles strong, helping your body to be able to handle the day-to-day activities that you do and still get a shapely body. Resistance training is where you sculpt your body, ladies and gentlemen. So many women want to get away from any kind of resistance training, and this is resistance because you're resisting against the force of gravity, but that is where you sculpt the body. You can do cardio till your eyes fall out and starve yourself, but you'll just be a skinny, shapeless version. I don't think that's cute. Ow! Ooh, ouch, that hurt. All right, let's do our calf raises. Simple, easy little exercise for the calves. You're just gonna come up on your toes and bring it down. Squeeze and down. Now, if you want more of a challenge, you can get a little child to sit on your knees, or your husband or wife, sit on your knees while you're raising your calves. And then when you come up, try not to think of it mindlessly, like, just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Make it purposeful. Come up on the toes and squeeze the calves. Every time you think about squeezing the muscle that we're working, you allow yourself to contract just a few more fibers of those muscles to get into the work. Because you want as many muscle fibers get involved in the work so that they can change and adapt over time. That's how resistance works to make us stronger. And the more muscles you have, we got 15 seconds. The more muscles you have, the more fat you can burn, because muscle burns in the presence of carbohydrates. And the more that you have, the better off you are. It's a highly thermic muscle tissue. And stop. All right, so we're going to talk about our tricep exercises. So I'm going to get my cans of black beans. And for our tricep exercise, actually we're going to do one where we're sitting down. You're going to elevate your hand all the way up over your head. Best if you could get your shoulder to your elbow all the way up. And you're going to push back, let it drop back, and extend up. Let it drop to the back and extend it up. Now, don't just go through the motions with this. What I want you to do is, as you push your arms up, I want you to think about squeezing the tricep, pretending, and you already know that that muscle is there, and you want to extenuate it. You want to squeeze, but don't throw it out. Ooh, I almost threw it out. Squeeze at the top of the motion. And we're doing this for 1 minute. Did my timer go off? Oh, I didn't do the timer. So we got a little extra for this one. Okay. Hey, Stacy, how you doing? Glad you joined us. Squeeze at the top. And I'm just using this can of black beans. At first, it starts really easy, really simple. But over time, you get exhausted. And you know what that means? Your muscle fibers are getting tired. And the more tired they get, the more other muscle fibers they have to recruit. And when they do that, that's when change happens. If you work out to the point where you're not feeling any change, you're not feeling any stress or anything like that, that's fine perhaps for maintenance or getting active, but change happens under stress. And we're all going through stress right now, right? With staying in and the coronavirus and not being able to work and stuff like that. But that stress, you can use it for positive influence. Oh gosh, this is hurting. It's starting to hurt. Oh, where's that minute? Oh, yes. Oh, that was a long ass minute. Okay, other side. Now my bad thing is I can't extend my arm all the way up on this side, which really pisses me off. But I can still get the work done for my tricep. I don't have as much flexion in this shoulder. The rotator is torn and I should have surgery, but I'm so sick and tired of getting cut up. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. So anyway, we're doing this for 1 minute and we're working the tricep muscles. Every exercise we do for 1 minute, because we're not using an excessive amount of external weight, but we're using the force of gravity as our resistance to get the move done. Whew, gotta be careful. If you have to stop in between the exercise, that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency, all right? It's about the little habits. If you can only do 1 rep of something, then that's it. You just do 1 rep of something. But at least you got it done. Oh, goodness gracious. Ow! I'm not playing, that hurts. Okay, let's do our squats on the chair. So for the squats on the chair, there's a couple of variations. Very easy format is to just stand in front of the chair, sit all the way down, and then come right back up. Okay? Let's do our 1 minute. Sit all the way down, come right back up. Very practical move. You know, everybody can do it once or twice when you are, you know, going through your life. But once you start adding some additional resistance or some repetitions, now you're getting it to be a workout. So what I want to do to make it a little bit more challenging is I'm going to step out a little further. Oh, a little scary. Seems like the chair is going to move, but it's not going to move. Hopefully, get somebody to stand behind it and just touch and touch. Just touch the chair, just barely. And you know what that does? That keeps more intensity on your legs so that your legs get to work a little bit harder. You want to keep them about shoulder width apart. Really work on not letting the knees come inside, because that's where knee pain occurs from doing exercises. If you're misaligned, don't let the knees come towards the inside. Really focus on keeping those knees lined up with your toes and your hips. That was 1 minute. Woo! All right, now we're gonna do our standing glute squeeze. It's one of my favorite exercises. You know why? Because everybody wants a big bum, big booty. All right, so for this exercise, it's really simple. Stand up nice and tall, keep your abdominals tight, and then pop. There you go, pop, just like that. I'm pretending like I gotta bounce a quarter off my butt and throw it behind me. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, squeeze. Try not to throw out your back like this, okay? It's just a small little movement. At the top of the movement, what do you gotta do again? You gotta squeeze the muscle. Squeeze the muscle. Ouch! Ah! And stop. Ay, ay, ay. Chuleta. Oh, switch to the other side. All right, next side. The key is to squeeze the butt at the top of the movement. Try to keep the rest of the leg as straight as possible. I don't have something to elevate right here, so it's a little tricky. But I want you to think, boom, 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 boom. Squeeze, squeeze that butt, squeeze it, yeah. Oh, I think I'm getting too excited. And stop. If in between moves you have to stop or whatever, just keep your body moving, because you'll just keep more oxygen flowing in and out of your lungs, which creates an aerobic situation, and you can burn more calories there too. All right, let's do our hip flexion. Now our hip flexion is to work the muscles on the outside of the hip right here, and these for stabilizing. So to start out with those, you're just gonna elevate nice and gently. Elevate, good. When you're elevating, for a minute, you're lifting the heel. You want to keep the side of the foot angled out and just lift the heel and the toe gently. If you throw it out and stuff like that, you're not going to feel the same intensity. And you may have to stop in between, like I just cheated and did. Whew. Ay, ay, ay. Those joints, they start to feel a little squirrely, but we're strengthening them by doing this. Time to switch to the other side. Strong ligaments, strong muscles, strong fibers all around those joints help to create a stronger you. And what happens when we don't work the minor muscles is we create a weak link in the kinetic chain. That is in your entire body. You can have a big old bicep, huge chest, but let's say your shoulders are messed up because you've been abusing them. It's not gonna do you much good. Ah, oh goodness. Oh, that hurt. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good gravy. I feel that in these muscles. So it doesn't take a lot of big, high energy, high impact exercises to get you where you gotta go. You just gotta start somewhere and keep moving. All right, we have 3 more exercises, guys. 3 more exercises and we'll be done, okay? So the next one is going to be our rear lunge. This one's a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna move the chair over. So with the rear lunge, there's 3 variations, okay? The first variation, very simple. Anybody can do this. Just step back. Bring it together. Step back and come up on your toes. Step back. See right there? Nice and easy. And remember what you're doing when you're doing this, you're keeping your abdominals tight and you're squeezing your glutes, right? The next variation is going to be to go back, lean back into it. That's like a runner's lunge. Okay? Runner's lunge. Right there. You're still getting a great workout. You're stretching the muscles of the inner thighs. Let's get our timers going. All right, want to make sure we're not doing this for too long. I want to keep you all on track so you can move on with your busy, busy day. And then the third hardest variation is to take it down into 4 points all the way. That means a 90-degree angle at this joint, 90-degree angle here, down here, and come up. Ideally, try to hover just above the ground. Time for the other side. All right, lunge, come back up. Lunge, come back up. Seems easy when you're just watching 1 or 2 repetitions. But I challenge you to do each move for 1 minute. If you can't do it for 1 minute, do it for 30 seconds. Don't worry about what you can't do. You got to focus on what you can do. That's the only thing you can control is what you can do. Life will be so much better for all of us if we focus only on what we can do. All right. Whew. Last exercise is our modified plank. Feeling a little winded, but that's okay. So for the modified plank, it's kind of like doing a push-up. Like you can do a wall push-up, right? And just lean into it to strengthen your arms. But here we're getting off the ground, right? Because we're elevated. And you keep your arms straight. Now, as the closer you are to the chair, the easier it will be. The further away from the chair, the more challenge. But just be careful that it doesn't slide out from under you and you fall, okay? So we're going to do this for 1 minute. Modified plank. And go. So you're holding yourself up in a nice straight position. You see the straight alignment from shoulder. We'll move this over. Shoulder to hip. You're on your toes. Okay, keeping the abdominals nice and tucked in and tight. If you wanted to, you can do a couple of push-ups from this position, but still holding it all up there for 1 full minute. Just holding it for 1 minute is very, very good because you know what's happening? The force of gravity is pushing down on you and you're pushing back up against it. And that's a whole lot of resistance right there. You do this several times throughout the day, you realize you can get a nice tight abdominal area because by you learning how to create a tighter core through just learning to hold it and breathe normally, you're already going to lose a ½ inch, an inch or so off your waistline. Guaranteed. And that's our minute. Carefully step back up. And that's the end of our workout, guys. Nice and easy. 15-minute workout. I had to do some explaining and things like that. But we're going to take a couple of deep breaths so I can slow down my heart rate a little bit. So I like to do these breathing, inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, inhale and exhale. I want to leave you with a nutrition tip for today and for the rest of the week. If you found that you're not losing weight or you're gaining weight, start to think about the portion sizes of what you're eating. How much of whatever it is that you're eating. Don't stop or change your diet right now. All I want you to do is try to think about either using a smaller plate, a smaller cup, or a smaller spoon. Do that for a little while, and you'll notice that you'll be able to eat less of whatever it is you're eating. And when you start to eat less than your body needs to store as fat, you can begin to start to lose weight. I hope this has been helpful for you. Text me again. Let me know if you need some modifications like we did today. And I'll see you back again on Wednesday morning at 8:30. Make sure you tell all your friends and family, especially those who are shut in and cannot get to the gym, and your moms and dads, your elderly family members. This is a great way for them to get started on their workouts. Show them how to set up the Facebook group. We are in the Fit for Lifers group. And make sure that they get here and do these workouts. They will be glad they did. It's never too late to build muscle. Never. Bye.